Hey y'all, what's up? Mike D, Tallapoosa Angler here with a little short how-to video for you, for all you kayak anglers, kayak campers, kayak aficionados. Here we go. I got my new kayak delivered the other day, and I took it out for a real quick trip just to get the feel of it and to see what all kind of customizations, what all kind of modifications I'd need to make it the way that I want it to be. And while out there, I was reminded of the number one question I used to get asked in my other kayak. Every time I'd go out, people would ask me, where did you buy those kayak handles from? Well, I didn't buy them, I made them. Well, I didn't exactly make them. I improved upon a factory design. Dave Canterbury used to always talk about the 5 C's of survival. He would say you need a cutting tool, combustion device, cover, container, and cordage. And by doing your kayak handles this way, you alleviate the need for cordage. Ends up looking really nice. It's a really nice feel to it. And a 5-inch handle now holds approximately 11 feet of 550 cord. Approximately 11 feet of 550 cord can be broke down into 7 strands. So you've got 77 feet of cordage per handle. There's 4 handles on my kayak. 77 times 4. That's plenty of cordage for any kind of thing you may run into while camping. You may forget your ridge line for your tarp. You may forget some type of rope to tie all your gear up. This alleviates those problems. So of course the first thing you have to do is you have to buy some paracord. There are several places online you can buy it. Paracord Planet is the one I usually buy from. You can find it cheaper on other sites, but when you buy from Paracord Planet, the shipping and all is already included. So it just seems easier to do it that way for me. But there are several places you can get it if you'd like to look around. Anyway, you buy you some paracord. Pick out whatever color you want, whatever color goes good with your kayak, or contrast with it, or however you want it. This happens to be honky tonk. Honky tonk. So after you've got your 12 foot of cord cut off, you go ahead and find the center point. So just pull all the way to both ends, put both ends together, and then pull down the cord till you get to the center point. Once you find your center point, you're ready to begin. Take your handle and go over your handle. Now, don't think of tying a knot on top of the handle. You're not going to tie it on top. You're going to tie it to the side. You want your knots going down the sides, not on the top and bottom. That'll be uncomfortable when you grab your handle to pick your kayak up. So you want the knots on the side. The way you do this, the way you start it off is you have a top line and a bottom line. You take your bottom line, you go over the top, and then tuck it back through. Just like that. Pull it through. Cinch that down. You want to cinch it down so that the knot is on the side. Just like that. Now you have a side with a knot on it, a side that doesn't. And this knot is going to transfer side to side with each time you tie the knot. This is called a Cobra knot. What you want to do is you take the side that has a knot on it, you lay it across, just like that. You take your tag end, you go over and through, just like that. and then pull it tight. That's going to make a knot on the opposite side. Now on the first two, it's real important that you keep your knots on the side of the handle. This is going to dictate where all the other knots will fall. You want them to run down the side, on each side. So make sure your first two are placed pretty well. Push them up tight, get them set, snug them down. Now your knot's on this side. You take this side, lay it across, just like that. Take your tag in, you go over, around and through. Cinch it up, pull it tight, push it up tight. You're starting to see a little pattern emerge. Knots on this side now. Same thing over and over. Your knot side goes across, your tag end goes over it, around and through. Pull tight. And you want to pull really tight. The tighter you pull these knots, the tighter you push them up. Not only the more cordage will you have on your handle, but the better it looks. It won't have gaps in it. It won't have spaces in there. It'll be pushed up really nice. It makes a really nice pattern. And you just continue this pattern all the way through. Over and around. Pull it tight. Just always remember to lead with the knot side and make your tag end go over, around, and through. You can see a little pattern starting to emerge now. Get your knots going up the sides and set just how you want them. Pull it down really, really tight. Now you can do this while watching TV or just sitting around. The first time I did my first kayak like this, I did all 4 handles in one sitting back to back, and my hands were shredded. So I don't recommend doing all 4 of them all at one time. Of course, I like to have mine really tight, so I pulled them really hard. I recommend doing one and then sometime later doing another one, because it's pretty tough on your hands. But anyway, you can see your pattern starting to emerge. And you just continue that all the way down the handle, pushing real tight to keep it as tightly stacked as you can. As you're working along, make sure to keep checking every now and then, checking the sides. Make sure the sides are running right in line with the edge of the handle. Once it starts getting off a little bit, after you get 2 or 3 good knots in there, it gets hard to twist it back straight. So try to keep an eye on that as you're going. And you just continue to tie your Cobra knots, pull them tight. And yes, really pull them tight. So when you finally get to the end, 15 minutes later, and with shredded hands, what you want to do is you want to cut it real short, heat it up, and smash it. Keep it from slipping back through. Both sides. Heat it up, smash it down. And there you go. A nice looking handle. And that's beneficial with the cordage if you ever need it. 77 feet right there. 3 more to go. So that's the way I do it, guys. It turns a wimpy like factory handle into a more HD model. You know, it's got a good fit, good form, good function. It's flat on the bottom, so when you pick up your kayak, if it's fully loaded, it doesn't hurt your hands or anything like that. Looks really good. And I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that have some really trick wrappings where they'll take 2 different colors of paracord and intertwine them. I mean, it looks really good, but you know, I'm an old Southern boy. I don't need all that. You know, I drive an 11-year-old pickup truck. I'm all about function, and this works for me. This saves me from having to be in a crisis where I need some cordage. I've always got it. It doesn't add any extra weight to the boat, really. It doesn't take up any extra space. You don't have to have a compartment set aside for your rope. You know, you've already got it. It's right here, you know, on your handles, out of the way until you need it. And when you do need it, it can save you from having a really bad day. I also have cordage and other things on my kayak, like on my ferro rod. I have cordage on it, just in case. And things you use doesn't add any extra weight to, like my hat, regular old hat that I wear, got from Academy. Took out the little faux leather strap that was on it, put in a piece of 550 cord. That's about 2 more extra feet that you have. Doesn't add any extra weight, doesn't get in the way, doesn't take up any extra space. Also, I have about a 14-foot lead line on my kayak made out of 550 cord. So lots of ways you can add cordage and not really add any extra weight. It serves dual purpose, if not more, and it looks really good. So that's how you wrap a handle with 550 cord for your kayak. So remember, whether you're at work or you're at home with your family, always try to squeeze in a few extra minutes to better your kayaking experience. Safe paddling.
Hi guys, remember to like and subscribe to our other videos like you enjoyed this one, and just leave a comment of your favorite part of the video, and remember, always tell your friends and family about this video so they can come check it out too. Bye!
So I got my new kayak in the mail. No, I didn't get it in the mail. Where you going? Come back and get in it. Come on.
Hey, restart.
Come on, get in it. Yeah, I can cut it when I put it on the thing. Come on. Back in it. What are you doing in my video, man? I'm flying you away.
You are not.
Whenever you're ready. Sky.
Hi guys, we have other videos out, and I want you to go look at them, and for all of them, do like and the subscribe button. I missed them.